Hey, what's up? Today we're going to talk about a topic called self-worth. Self-worth. What is that? How do we unlock when we look at our lives in a very negative way? And it's a concept that affects a lot of people if they don't know how to actually uncover, discover, and fix how you have this self-worth about yourself. Now, my question to you, as you're listening to me, if I was to take a scale of 0 being low, 10 being the highest, what is your self-worth in your own life? I'll take a few minutes to wait. Okay, and be very honest about this. Being honest with yourself is important. Okay, so now you got your number. Now, what are some things, or what is one thing, I don't want to go too long with this video, but what is one thing, an indication of who you are in your worth? And here it is. And this is called self-talk. Now, all of us talk to people since we were little, even today, even a few minutes ago. We talk to many people. But the real question is, how do we talk to ourselves? What do we really say to ourselves? What do we really say to ourselves? You live with yourself, right? You do everything with yourself, but what do you say to yourself majority of the time? And in that note is what you say. Now, are you the person that have so much negative things to say about yourself? I can't do this, I'm not worth it. Are you that person? I used to be that person. And even with that person, it was a roller coaster ride of emotions for many years. So we have to fix that. That's number one. So since you have a negative self-talk to yourself, we have to flip the script to a point that we now have to say positive things to ourselves. Wherever you are in your life, you have your life. If you're seeing this video for the first time, and if you're alive, that means you survive. You survive whatever you did, whatever you went through. You have a story to tell others. So you need to congratulate yourself for surviving. It might have been rough. It definitely might have been tough, but you survived and you did it. I don't know if I should say this now. I'll say it. I have a manuscript now, soon to come, and you will know. You'll be the first to know. And one of the things I put in this manuscript, if you don't know what that is, it's a manuscript of words, thoughts, and the next phase is a book. And one of the things in this manuscript that I have put together from my own experience, things that had helped me, my personal development, was something called the cookie jar. The cookie jar. And what is that? Well, I got this from an author, David Goggins, and I've heard of him many years, believe it or not, before he became very popular, from a book called, Living with a Seal. That was the first book that I actually read. But the book didn't really tell you much about this individual, David Goggins. He talked about a millionaire who had a Navy SEAL to live with him for 30 days. That was a very good book. And what he did is he lived with him, and every day he would give him a very hard task to do. And they did it within the 30 days, which built him up. But he wrote a book called Can't Hurt Me. And in the book, he has 2 books. In that book, he had mentioned something called a cookie jar. So this particular cookie jar has cookies from various different types of cookies, and he loved them. So now he's an ultra runner. He does a lot of different types of races, endurance, ultra. And whenever he feels like giving up, whenever he feels like this is it, he will dip into and look into this cookie jar, because this cookie jar have all the different cookies that he loved as a kid. And I want you to have and create your own cookie jar. And what I've done is I had helped my clients, and I said to them, I want you to think of 10 things or accomplishments you have done in your life. It doesn't matter. Something that you have done that you was very proud of. And I want you to write it down, and that's going to be your cookie jar. That's going to be the cookies. I learned that from David Goggins, and I use it. I've done marathons before, and there was moments I wanted to give up, and I'm like, wait a minute, why am I going to give up? I've done 5, 6, 7 marathons. I did over 10, 15, 20 half marathons. Why would I want to give up now? So I dipped into my cookie jar, and I just built this confidence. And I know we're just talking about self-worth, and it's a large area we can go with. This could be a 2-hour video, but I wanted to really touch on that. Find out your scale from 0 to 10, 0 being you have no self-worth, 10 is being, yeah, I feel great about myself. And not just saying that just to say that, but dig deep. Number 2, we have to change this negative talk that you say to yourself. Why are you saying that to yourself? You're better than that. You're better than that. And you can definitely do anything that you put your mind to. And next, create this cookie jar. Create it. Trust me, it's going to help you. I have a client who's going through some stuff, and man, when he accomplished something big, that's just added to his cookie jar. Thank you, David Goggins, for that. All right, so I'm going to leave that note. I think I'm going to do a series here, which is going to be self-worth, network, and net worth. So that's something we're going to look into. But I want to cover more little things here and there. All right, so tell me what you think. I'll see you then. Hit me on Instagram. And if you need a coach to help you, I got you. I can help you. Talk to you soon. Until then.